Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 17th. We're going to just do a free flow type of reading today, and we're just going to take a look at what is going on for you. I'm just going to read intuitively and see what comes up. Also, at the end, I am going to pull 3 yes or no question cards, so I will give you time to pause the video and to think of questions if you have any. On top of that, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you this week here, Scorpio. It looks pretty good. The funny thing is that all the readings this week have actually been pretty similar. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I do find that when we get closer to the retrogrades and then during the retrogrades, the readings do tend to be pretty similar. It's like everybody is dealing with like similar energy during the retrogrades, which kind of makes sense, I guess, but I don't know. But anyway, Scorpio. Kicking off here, you have the Taking Risks card. You have the Fool here as well. The Fool is definitely a card of needing to take a risk or needing to take a leap of faith here. I would say, like, don't hesitate, is what I feel like saying here. You have the Fool to the Eight of Swords. I've said this before as well. Going from the Fool to the Eight of Swords to me is hesitation. And it reminds me, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those like movies or videos where like someone goes to take a dive off a diving board and they jump up and just land on the diving board instead of going into the pool because they hesitated. That's this energy right here, the Fool with the Eight of Swords. It's like that. It's like the hesitation. It's like you're about to launch off into outer space, but then you don't with the Eight of Swords. So there's definitely a need to not kind of launch. Kind of in a lot of ways, this is like saying you were ready for something in the past, and then probably COVID hit right here because we have the Devil, Eight of Swords, the Emperor. The Emperor is just like certain rules, regulations that we have to follow that probably prevented you from, moving towards something you wanted. But you have a very nice outcome here. So again, if COVID has, caused something to not work out in your life, or if it's caused a pause in your life, then obviously this is a good sign, because this would say that you're finally going to be moving forward, or there's some sort of victory coming in for you. But I do feel like it is time for you to kind of like, take some sort of leap of faith with this Fool energy. You have the Fool, the Three of Wands, in the Seven of Wands. I mean, really, this is quite simple. This whole entire row boils down to this card, these Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of knowing that you know that something is going to be successful, knowing that you know that something is going to work for you. And the Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. So it really says, it's time. This first row really just says it is time for you to take a leap of faith. It is time for you to get moving towards something that you want to manifest or create in your life. I feel like you'll be very successful, but again, I feel like you need to get moving here, Scorpio, with this energy. This dog here is like calling to you. I always say this dog here can represent companionship, but he's also kind of like nipping at this Fool's heels and is like saying like, let's get moving forward. Let's take a leap of faith here. So let's get more details on this leap of faith. That was too many there, Scorpio. But let's see, you have the Sun. Are you kidding me? A lot of happiness. The Sun is at the Fool's back. So the Fool, this basically is saying, take a leap of faith towards something that makes you happy. You have the Six of Wands, major success coming in for you here, Scorpio. And the Knight of Cups as well, Knight in Shining Armor. You have the Justice card wanting to pop out there. The Knight of Cups is a Knight in Shining Armor. It is also a dream, something that you've been hoping to accomplish. Again, I do feel that on a very simple level, this is saying, before the whole beer bug situation struck, this right here is saying that you had some dreams, you had something that brought you a lot of happiness, something you were trying to accomplish, like a goal, a wish, dream, or maybe you were, for some of you, I feel like you were trying to move towards love, like literally, as in you were in a long distance relationship. But then again, I feel like in your current situation, these are the rules and regulations that we've all had to deal with that have probably prevented you from moving forward. But there's definitely a lot of happiness and success here. I love it. Next, you have the Two of the Sea card. Again, this is like wanting to move, wanting to go in a new direction, wanting to make things happen, and that's like all I'm getting there. Yeah, something's unfinished. Like I said, pretty straightforward story. It's like something brought you a lot of happiness, whether it's love or something else, doesn't really matter. It could be a job, business idea, whatever. the beer bug situation struck, and it left something unfinished with this energy. I feel really this is a very simple reading. I mean, you're about to finish something up that that you couldn't finish in the past, and it's going to be a victory. You have the Devil, the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor restriction. I mean, that combination right there, Scorpio, is total restriction. I mean, you have the Devil being bound to something. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction, keeping yourself stuck. And the Emperor is like legitimate restrictions from the government or rules and regulations. And again, this doesn't have to be because of Corona. This could be for any reason at all. You could just be experiencing restrictions in like every single area of your life. And I feel, in a lot of ways, I feel like this is an energy that you have been dealing with. I feel like this is something I don't think this is a surprise to you, right? I feel like this is something that has been going on for a while, and, you've been feeling kind of trapped in a certain way. Again, it's kind of funny because you do have the Eight of Swords here, which says self-imposed restriction, but then you have the Emperor, which is kind of like restrictions that are legitimate, that you do have to follow. So it's kind of like you're in this stuck place, or you have been for quite a while. I might double clarify this row just to get some more detail. Yeah, you have the Eight of Wands. This is good news coming in, though. It's like you're setting yourself free. Like I said, this is a good reading. Here you have the Tower. Oh, man. It would not be a Scorpio reading without the Tower, right? And you have the Seven of Wands here as well. I dropped the Strength card here, Scorpio, but again, that was a pop-out, and I don't take pop-outs. So you've been dealing with these restrictions. The Tower, I'm getting a million things on the Tower here. For some of you, I literally feel these are Tower moments or Tower moments that you've had. For others, it could just be a move and moving. So some of you, I feel you want to move. For others, I feel like it's just like the fact that you weren't able to finish something during, at the beginning of the whole situation that we've been dealing with. I can't say that word too many times in a YouTube video, but you all know what I'm talking about. So it's like there were too many restrictions. Seven of Wands, again, is defending your position at the top of a hill. So it's like there's something that you truly desire to have, no matter what is going on in the world. It's like there's something you've been trying to accomplish for a very long period of time. The good news is this last row. You have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match in love, but it's also a perfect match with yourself. Two of Cups is you and your higher self, and it's you matching up with yourself. So I really feel like you're kind of matching up with your own energy, or you're really tapped into your own energy with this Two of Cups. And this is going to lead to, I feel like, a lot of happiness. You have the Sun here as well, Scorpio. So there's definitely a lot of happiness, a lot of good things coming in for you here. With this energy, I feel like there are going to be a lot of reasons for you to be happy as well. So I definitely like to see that. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups here. Seven of Pentacles, a card of patience. I feel like saying worth it as well, which is interesting. Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at those pentacles that he has harvested, and he's like saying, was it worth it? Was the juice worth the squeeze? And I feel like you're saying to yourself, was the waiting, was it worth it? For some of you, I feel like you've been waiting for a person. Maybe, you've been dealing with someone long distance and you haven't been able to travel, obviously. And this is like saying it's worth the wait. For others, it's almost like you had to go back to the drawing board I'm talking from the beginning of the whole C word situation till now. I feel that you have had to deal, there's been like a lot of redoing type of energy is what I'm picking up on here with that Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is analysis, and it can represent analysis paralysis, like, analyzing something too much or kind of trying to perfect something a little bit too much. But at the same time, you have the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely going to be a victory here for you, and there's going to be major success coming in for you as well, I feel, kind of like intuitively. It's almost like you have perfected something. Like, I feel like you have been, it's almost like Three of Pentacles energy. Like, I feel like you've been kind of like chiseling, away at a piece of marble since the beginning of the whole situation. Sorry, people always ask me, why do I talk like this? And it's like, well, because of YouTube's stupid freaking rules. There are certain words that I can't say too many times. Literally, if I say the C word too many times, my videos get flagged and stuff like that. So, sorry, I apologize. But we have to speak in code now, apparently, here, Scorpio. I feel like you're sick of that, too, here, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, again, I feel that you are kind of, that there's like a victory coming in for you here. I like this here. I'm going to dig in a little deeper just so you know. So we're going to pull an extra row here. Like I kind of said that over here, but I want to pull an extra outcome row for you here, Scorpio, just to get some more detail. Yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is you building something up here. In a lot of ways, I've had this for you before. I feel like some of you could be working on businesses or projects or careers, and it's like you're kind of like laying. I see more bricklaying. Four of Pentacles can represent holding on to something too tightly, but to me it can also represent the bricklaying, where it's like you're kind of like building a solid foundation for your life. You have the Ace of Pentacles, two aces. Two aces is a definite yes to any question I don't answer. To me, this is also like a major victory with that other card. And you have the Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles is like more balance here. It's almost like you've learned balance. I feel like you've also learned like what you're good at. I know that sounds lame, but those are the words that are popping into my head. Maybe you've been struggling in work or business, and it's like you're not really sure what you're good at. Like you're not really sure what you should do. And for some of you, I don't know why that's important, but it is. It's like you finally have figured out what you're good at. You have the Six of Cups here. I want to pull an extra outcome. Six of Cups. You have the Eight of Wands, quick success here. And the Four of Cups. I like this. I feel like you need to realize that, number one, it's kind of like you are accomplishing something here. And I feel like you need to realize that things might not look exactly how you want them to. If you're trying to manifest a business, for example, it's like maybe you're like, I want to make $1 million a day. And I feel like maybe you're making like $100 a day. I feel like you need to look at that as still good, right? I feel like you need to look at it as progress. I'm getting just like a little bit less is what's popping into my head with the Four of Cups, where it's like you've been working towards a goal that you've had for a long time. Six of Cups is a card of innocence and nostalgia, but for you, I feel this is something you've been trying to accomplish, because sixes, the way to look at sixes is that sixes are a straight path. On a traditional playing card, sixes are always in there's always a path straight down the middle, right? So sixes to me represent being on a journey, being on a path. Six of Cups is a gift from the universe. And the gift we receive with the Six of Cups is a turnaround, or obstacles being removed from our lives. So it's kind of like some obstacles are being removed here, but I feel like you need to keep pushing forward with that Six of Cups energy. I feel like you need to keep, working towards something that you're trying to accomplish here, because you will be successful. And Six of Cups is a turnaround. Eight of Wands is just quick success coming in for you here, Scorpio. But let's see here. Queen of Swords here. Like I said, it's kind of funny because, I feel in a lot of ways this top row is like saying you're seeing how beneficial it was for you to be stuck. Maybe not right now, but I feel like you're probably going to come back to me in the future and say you were right. Because again, I feel like for some of you, it's like I get that kind of going back to the drawing board over and over and over again. And it's like you've had to do it many times. And I feel like you're seeing that as beneficial, or you're understanding why. Yeah, you have the Judgment card here as well. You have the Two Wands. I'll take it. Two Wands wanting to pop out there. And let's get a last card here, Scorpio. You have the Empress. Cards are flying for you. And the Nine of Cups as well. So like a wish, dream come true. You're definitely moving closer towards this Empress energy here, Scorpio. You're moving towards like victories, successes, wins. So I definitely like that for you. Like I said, I do feel like there's like good news coming in for you as well. You have the Eight of Wands twice showing up here, but for the most part, I feel like this whole reading is saying you are escaping this middle situation here, whatever it is for you. You are escaping from kind of very tight restrictions, or feeling very restricted in some way. For some of you, it could be in finances. For others, it could be in love. But it's a pretty simple reading. But I love it. We're gonna pull 3 yes or no question cards now, Scorpio. Feel free to pause this video if you need time. But we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, feel free to pause the video. I'm also gonna put all 3 together at the end. For question number 1, you have the Seven of Swords. I would say no. I feel, I would just say no with this energy. For question number 2, I'd say yes, King of Pentacles, something permanent. And also I feel whatever you're asking about, there's like a lot of stability in the situation. And for question number 3, I would say yes, if you're willing to go through it, are the words that I'm getting. Five of Wands to me can be a yes and a no. And the Five of Wands card conflict and competition, but it doesn't say stop. It doesn't say don't experience conflict or competition. It kind of says move towards it and learn from it. And if you do that, then yes, whatever you're asking about. If you don't, then no. So that's what I'd say there. For a lot of you, I feel like you need to. I kind of feel, this is going to sound weird, but in a lot of ways, putting these all together, I feel like saying comfort is your enemy here, Scorpio. So I feel that in a lot of ways, if you're getting comfortable, and that's actually a bad thing for you here, because I feel this whole reading plus these 3 cards here, it's almost like the universe is saying that it wants you to grow. It wants you to experience things. So I'm not saying that you're never going to be comfortable, but I'm just saying that I feel like right now being comfortable is kind of going to be your enemy. I feel like putting yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable, that force you to stretch, that force you to grow, then those are the situations that are going to lead to the 2 aces right here. So I feel like you need to do that. And, like we talked about this earlier with the taking risks card. Really, I feel like the risks that you're taking are growth. As they say, it's like if I were to try to curl this card right here, eventually maybe I'd get a little bit of a muscle, right? But it wouldn't be much. It's like to grow muscles, you have to lift heavy weights. And that's what I feel like this reading is saying, is that like spiritually in business and work and love, it's like you're lifting heavier weights. And yeah, maybe it's like a little bit of a burden, but at the same time, it's making you stronger. And that's what you need to realize. So I like this for you, Scorpio. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Scorpio, and definitely enjoy your week.